We are crossing live to Absrod Oval, where the Scodfather will speak to the press.
I heard that he is in a grumpy mood.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining. Now in today's episode we're gonna go off topic from players and other stuff like that, and we're gonna talk about your experience you can have playing Supercoach taken to a whole new level. Okay, something that's never been seen before, only been seen in the Richmond Supercoach group forum, because that's where I do it all the time, although we don't do it for money, okay, but the money aspect of it makes it more exciting. Let me explain. Now, I don't want you to look at this league as a cash league, okay? I want you to look at this league as a new, fun Supercoach experience, okay? This is like nothing you have seen ever, okay? Never have you ever seen nothing like this, I promise. And I'm going to explain why, okay? Now, this will cost you, okay, $4.15 a week. For $4.15, what can you buy these days, okay? Now, you can't even get a coffee unless you go to like I do sometimes, okay? Unless you go to 7-Eleven, they get the $1 coffees there, so you can get a $1 coffee, and maybe it doesn't taste that good, but that's besides the point. You can't get nothing for $4.15 these days, and for $4.15 a week, this is what I'm going to give you over 24 weeks. A new, fun Supercoach experience like no one's ever seen. Okay, now let me go into more detail. When you go and play in a normal league, cash league, okay, and this is a normal cash league, this is what happens, okay? You have 20 teams, okay, and the top two teams battle it out, okay? So the remaining 18 teams, maybe sometimes some leagues might pay top 4, depends, but usually the top 2 is where the money is, okay? That's different in our cash league, okay? It doesn't work that way with us. This cash group is set up in a way, okay, where if we have 200 players, and let's say the 200th ranked team, okay, 200th ranked team can actually make more money than the top ranked team. I'm not saying they will, but they have a chance. Every team has a chance to make money, and it's that part of the aspect. It's the fun of it and how you make it. It's not just you get the highest score and you make money. Well, that is one way. Let me show you all the ways I've created so that you can enjoy this. At the end of round 4, okay, your team should be ready. It should be set. So I've given you a chance to set up your team, okay? Or pretty much, I've also given my team a chance, my spuds to get ready, okay? So your team of spuds should be ready by the end of round 4. So when we get to round 5, okay, round 5, we're going to have a knockout comp. But originally I said 64 teams. I've now made that to 128 teams, okay? So 120 out of the 200, okay? So it's 128 out of 200 teams will be in for a knockout comp, all right? So only 72 teams are going to be missing out on this one, okay? Now, it's going to be like this. It's going to be first v 128th, okay? Second v 127th, etc. Okay, now there's more. Okay, now in this knockout comp, we have 128 players, but out of this 128 players, 8 teams. Okay, so we have 8 teams will have a bounty on their heads. Okay, now what I mean about a bounty is, let's say the 128th team knocks out the first team, okay, that's got the bounty on the head, this team makes money, okay, instantly. Okay, now there's cash coming in on Monday. Actually, I think Wednesday. By the time I do my video, the cash will be in the account by Wednesday, okay, for the 128th ranked team that defeated the first ranked team. Also, this can happen. Let's go down a bit, okay. So in the first knockout phase, the teams with the bounty on their heads will be the teams with the number 1 attached to them, 8 of them. So it'll be number 1, number 11, number 21, 31, 40. This is by ranking, okay? 41, 51, 61, 71, and 81. So if you're ranked 1 to 81 in our group, you have a bounty on your head in round 5, and whoever defeats you gets that bounty. Now, if, for example, okay, if let's say number 11, okay, number 11, let's use him as an example. If number 11 is not knocked out, no one can knock him. His team, his Spuds have played really well for the whole knockout stage, and no one defeated him. He gets to keep his bounty, okay? He keeps the bounty and keeps that money. So each bounty chip will be worth cash, and I'm hoping to make it $100, but I haven't worked out the figures yet, okay? So I'm going to work out the figures for all this, but he keeps the cash, okay? However, if number 11, okay, wins his first 3 games and gets knocked out in his 4th game, he's still got that bounty. So the team that knocked him out in that 4th game will collect that bounty. And if a team is lucky enough to play against, let's say, 3 or 4 bounty teams and knocks them out, he gets $300. Okay, now is that making sense? Okay, now that's one way of making money. Now, when we got the 128 teams, okay, we're going to be left at one stage. Well, once we knock out a few teams, we'll be down to about 8 teams. All right. Now, all these 8 teams will be in the money. Okay, all 8 teams. So what I've done is I've reduced the payout for first and second, okay, and split it for the others. Okay, so I've actually split it 16. I've given it. Originally, I had it at 4,500 for first and second. Okay, once the 4 comes up, but now I've taken $1,600 off, so it'll only be $2,900 now. Okay, the other $1,600, because you've got 8 bounties, plus you're going to split it, so probably not even $1,600. But anyway, it's been changed, so the figures dropped a bit, but we're going to have more happy customers. Okay, that's the whole idea. We can't just have two happy customers and everyone else not happy. Just calm it down. The idea is for everyone to enjoy it. Okay, it's not just about collecting cash, but it's about the enjoyment of beating a bounty, the enjoyment of getting into these knockout stages. That's all the fun. Okay, but there's more. Okay, now let me get to actually let's get a clean slate. Okay, clean slate. Okay, end of round 9. Okay, so end of round 9, start of round 10. Okay, so whatever your team is in the round 9, wherever you're ranked, okay, we start round 10. Now, round 10, we're going to go again, top 128 teams, okay? However, we're going to do things a little bit differently now. Now, teams, before, okay, it was 1 v 128. Now it's 1 plus 128 versus 2 plus 127. Okay, so virtually you're playing a tag team match now. Okay, so it's changed. So the team ranked 128 has now tagged up with number 1. We're together. Okay, it's a tag team, and we're playing against team ranked 2 and 127, and it goes further on. Number 3 plus 126 versus 4 plus 125. So we're trying to make the competition as even as possible. Okay, now let's say in round 1, okay, this team 1 plus 128 defeated 2 plus 127. Okay, this tag team defeated this tag team. Well, this tag team gets knocked out, but this tag team don't stick together anymore. We have a new tag team then, because then we're down to 64 teams. Okay, and whatever your ranking is, your tag team partners change. So then it'll be 1 plus 64 versus 2, whoever the number 2 is, plus 63, etc. So this is a different comp, okay? And eventually we're going to get to 8 teams again, okay? And the tag team partners are going to change all the time. And eventually the tag team partner, when we get down to 8 teams, they're all in the money. The last 2 teams standing, okay, will both share the money, whatever the prize is at the time, okay, whatever I'm giving, okay, so you're going to share that cash. So that is another way of making cash. Now, in this tag team tournament, there's going to be 2 bounties. So 2 teams will have a bounty on their heads, okay? So that's another way also to make some cash. Now, end of round 14, okay, so start of round 15, okay, we have another tournament, okay? This is going to be the same tournament as the first one we had, okay, where we have 128 teams, okay, 128 teams, that knockout stage, okay, plus 8 bounties again, okay, so we're going to have this again. We've got 8 teams with a bounty on their heads, okay, so if you're ranked, this one, we're going to change the bounty number, okay, it's going to be number 2, so whoever's ranked, for example, 2, 12, 22, 32, etc. Okay, 8 of them will be the bounties. Okay, and it'll be the same thing. Everyone has an opportunity to make money, but that's not all. Okay, then, okay, the next batch, the next 32 teams will also play a mini knockouts. Okay, so you got the 128 teams playing this knockouts. Okay, for a bigger cash total prize pool. The next 32 will play in a smaller knockout to get their money back, okay? And in this one, only 2 teams. Actually, we can make it more. We can actually make it 4 teams. But anyway, just for now, let's say 2 teams. But it depends how much cash I've got to play with. Two teams or 4 teams will get their money back, their entry fee back, okay? So that's another way of playing. Now, there's another thing. At the end of round 19, okay, because that's when the finals on our Supercoach app starts, okay, we're going to have a final 8, okay, with double chance and all. And whatever's left over in our cash pile, the top 4 will collect it after the finals, okay, so just say the semi-finalists, then it's the prelim finalists, the prelim finalists will be in the cash. Okay, and obviously, if you win, you get more. So whatever cash is left over. So that's for the remaining cash, okay? Now, I have no idea how much it is right now because I haven't calculated it. Remaining cash. Now, we have roughly hoping for 20k to start with. If we have less, we play for less, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to have the same experience. And you're also competing against less people, so it doesn't matter. Whether we have 20k or if we have 10k, it's the same experience. Regardless, you're going to have an experience that you've never had before, okay? It's so much fun. And also, what I forgot to mention, okay, is the top scorer in the group will get $100, okay, so virtually, let me put it in a new section, okay, so top 3 scorers, okay, so number 1 gets 100, and number 2 gets half their money back, they get 50, so they're in for half the price, okay, so they're in for $2.07 a week, and number 3 gets $50. This way, we can get more people getting payouts. My whole aim is not to get all the money and give it to the first and second team. Okay, my aim is to make this the most enjoyable experience playing Supercoach that you've ever had. Okay, that's what this league is all about. I don't play cash leagues myself, and I know when I played poker, and sometimes I played cash poker. I usually play tournament poker, but when I played cash poker and I felt bad, sometimes I took someone's money, I would actually go and give their money back to them because I felt so bad. Okay, but when they take it off me, they never give it back to me. Just calm it down. Something wrong there. It doesn't add up. But anyway, I just want everyone to have fun. Okay, that's what the whole group's about. And like I said, it's a new experience, something you've never had before. And also, okay, the main thing now is you get a channel, okay, weekly video dedicated to this league. Okay, so all I'm going to do in one video, okay, and this is just going to be our video, okay, because I don't think anyone's going to be interested, so this will be our video, and this is dedicated to this league, and all we're going to do is discuss what's happening, how much, every week you'll see, okay, you'll see the bank balance, it'll be shown to you, okay, we've opened up a separate bank balance with the cash in there, okay, so we've got high-end security guards mining the cash, okay? High two spuds, okay? They were cheap. So anyway, we've got security guards mining the cash. We've got a separate bank bank account open for this, and whatever money is in there will go to you. Now the only thing is, which I explained at the start, 2.5% goes to the running costs, okay, which I have to pay, and you have to pay, and we all have to pay. We're going to pay that. I've allocated it to go to the horse, okay, a Supercoach horse. He's the boy that I've chosen to do the mission for us. It could have been anyone, but I chose him because I trust him a lot, okay. I trust a lot of people, but he's one of them, one of the lot that I trust, and so he's the one that I've chosen. So we're going to pay him 2.5% to get this all organised for us. With my running costs, there's none. I'm not going to charge you, so I don't make anything. I'm going to do this all for free, okay? However, I mean, it's all part of the fun, and I enjoy doing this. I've been doing this for the Richmond Forum for the past 10 years for free, okay? Except we didn't take the cash, but I've been doing the whole setup, the knockout comps. The bounty is new. I've never done that before because we never had money in it, so that's why the bounty is different. Now, if you want to be a part of this group and have a Supercoach experience like you've never had before, something different, okay, all you got to do, okay, first of all, okay, you have to find me $4.15 a week, which equals $100. So it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you $100 to play, but that's for 24 weeks, okay? And you have to go on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, follow the Supercoach horse, okay? You just got to follow him. You can message him, you can tweet him, or you're going to see a daily post that I do regarding, which I'll show you, okay? I do daily posts every day, okay? And I'd say, for example, today, daily cash league total, and we're at 7,400 at the moment. So we've got 74 members that have joined, and we're slowly trickling our way towards 200 because we're getting about 3 or 4 a day. So we're heading towards 200, and I'm probably going to block it off at 200. I don't think I want more. I think 200 is a good number. However, if there's too much interest, I may go to 5 or 500 and make it a huge comp. But we'll see how that goes. And also, if you don't have Twitter, okay, you can go on Facebook. And Mick Dell, all you got to do is just message him, okay? His message is open, and he's waiting for your message, okay? So that's the lines are open right now. Just calm it down. Anyway, that's pretty much summarising our cash league and what it's about, because I don't think many people understand how we're going to run this, and they don't understand that this is not just about how good your team is and if you're going to compete against the top teams. It doesn't work that way, okay? Because everyone has a chance to make money in this. There are so many different ways. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
Give me the money!